Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and a sincere Shalom to elect out there teaching this truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. Okay, and Lord willing, this is an edifying video for you brothers and sisters out there, and this is pretty much response not just to this video on the screen, but also Apostle Tahar's video about taking your health more seriously, man. Because one of the things that Apostle Tahar mentioned a lot in that video that he did was about the kidneys, and I just felt that in the spirit, man, this would be a beautiful testimony to share for you brothers, because I had some kidney problems, some kidney issues, man. Okay, and and it took me a complete lifestyle change, okay, along with wisdom and prayer to overcome it. Okay. Now I'm going to say this, if you're dealing with an ailment, or you have a medical issue, or you're trying to narrow down the problem, there's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all type of dietary guideline for any one problem. Okay? For instance, how you would treat problems with blood sugar, pre-diabetes, diabetes, so on and so forth, is different than how you would treat other different kinds of ailments in the body, And so really you need to do your research. Okay, if you're having digestive issues, you may not want to eat too many thick leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables. Okay, you may need to rely more on those types of juices, green juices, as well as more fruits in that, until your digestive health improves. Okay, just different things for different brothers, man. We all have different bodies, but in general, okay, the best thing to do is to eliminate the shit, okay, because it's beneficial to everyone. Eliminating all the shit and processed foods out of our life, man, because just like the title of this video says, junk food, junk brain. Okay, a lot of the things that we consume, they become a part of us. Okay, they become a part of us, man. It's really scary when you think about it, though. A lot of these chemicals that Esau Edom is putting in these foods and beverages, they're staying in our bodies. Okay, they're staying in our bodies, man. So the first part towards improving your health is to stop putting the bullshit in your body, man. In fact, I'm going to read this scripture. Sirach 30:15. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinity wealth. Okay? But there's a certain path that you may have to do in order to get that good estate of body and that health. Okay? And a large part of that is going to be to stop damaging it with this garbage, man. Alright? Because there's a lot of brothers out there that take herbs, but their diets are shit, man. I'm not saying that you're taking those herbs in vain, but you're really not getting the benefits of it if you're constantly destroying yourself with that garbage food, man. Okay? Because your body has to process those herbs, man. Those herbs are very powerful. You could be making, if your diet's not intact and you're taking certain herbs, you could be damaging certain parts of your body, as well as healing certain parts of your body, man. The body is an amazingly complex thing, man. An amazingly complex invention of the Most High. Okay? It's far more complex than any animal's body or any beast's body here on the planet Earth, man. Okay, so Sirach 30 and 15, health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinity wealth. Okay? There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. Okay? Death is better than a bitter life or continual sickness. So if you're in that state where you just want to die all the time, okay, it's because you could be in continual sickness and your body really just wants to give up instead of being sick all the time, man. Now, what do you think that does to your mind and to your spirit? Okay? What do you think that does to your mind and your spirit? Okay? Now, the scriptures talk about the Lord making herbs for man. Okay, for the servicing of man. Okay? But what good is it if you're not pairing it properly if you're not pairing it with a proper diet and or an exercise routine? Okay, because I would say diet's first. That's just my educated opinion. Okay? Diet comes first, man. You know, that comes first. Alright? That's where you get the majority of your calories from, is your diet. Okay? And everything else is just really a tool to assist the diet. Like the exercise. Like doing your fasting. Okay? Now you could do whatever fasting program, you know, you can handle. But the main thing is you need to pick things that are sustainable and that you could do with consistency. Okay? For instance, I'm on a ketogenic diet. Okay? For a brother who's used to ingesting 300 to 400 grams of carbohydrates a day, he may not be able to stick to keto right away. He may have to do something like a stepping stone, like a paleo diet or more Mediterranean diet. Okay, for the time being, and then take that next step. Okay, once he develops a sense of discipline. Okay, and gets all the crap out of the body, because a lot of this crap that they put in our food makes junk food addictive. Okay, your body produces something called ghrelin. Okay, which is I believe it's a hormone that makes you hungry. So if you're not eating this junk food that triggers it, that's designed to trigger it, that has chemicals in it that triggers it, then you won't be hungry as much, because not only that, but you're eating foods that actually have nutrients. Okay? But you know, you look up what the standard American diet says, right? The standard American diet, what the USDA says is to eat 300 grams of carbohydrates a day. So everybody bases their diet off of carbohydrates, when really it should be the other way around. It should be more fats and proteins, man. Okay? To balance it, man. You know? And that's why a lot of people have what's known as insulin resistance these days, where they eat so many processed carbs and they don't get no fiber, no healthy fats, Because healthy fats combined with carbohydrates can actually reduce a blood sugar spike, by the way. Okay? Or give you a slowed down increase of blood sugar over time versus a spike. Okay? You don't want spikes, man, because that's what does the damage. Okay? But yeah, USDA says what, 300 grams of carbohydrates a day. A fucking NFL player. A majority of the NFL doesn't even need 300 grams of carbohydrates a day, and those are elite level athletes that train like maniacs. That's their whole profession, is to be in the best physical shape of their fucking life, man. Okay? Do you really think, if you're working a desk job or even a job where you don't have much physical activity, do you really think you need 300 grams of carbohydrates a day? Absolutely not. Okay, so if you're one of those brothers who eats 300 grams of carbohydrates a day, or even more, start by cutting that in half. Okay? But first, you gotta make better choices, man. Like Apostle Tahar went through the list in that one video. No more cakes, no more cookies, no more chips, none of that fucking bullshit, man. No more sodas. Okay? Cut all that shit out, man. And replace it with better alternatives. And if you know how to cook, this shouldn't be a problem at all. If you know how to cook, okay, eating healthy shouldn't be a problem at all. Because if you know how to cook, you can make anything really taste good. Okay? You don't need to eat bread or cookies and none of that shit. Or fucking what are those things? The Little Debbie snacks, the honey buns and the what was it, the fudge rounds and all that, and the fucking the little pie things. Okay, it's been so long since I had one of them, I forgot the fucking names. You don't need a bag of Cheetos. Go look on the back of those things on the ingredients list. Go look on the ingredients list. If you're constantly putting that fucking shit in your body, if you're constantly putting that fucking shit in your body, you might as well just be drinking fucking tap water, man. If anything, the tap water, depending on your locality, would be better for you than eating a fucking bag of Cheetos, man. Because how do you think they make it? You think they're making it with tap water? Of course they are. So you're getting the tap water anyway. No, I'm not advocating brothers do that. You shouldn't drink tap water. I'm just saying, you might as well be drinking fucking tap water than eating processed food all the time. Okay? Especially if you're eating all kinds of processed fried foods, man. Ooh. But yeah, you look at the ingredients on a lot of these things. Okay, and it's just not real food at all. Okay? The food that we have now simply did not exist in ancient times, man. It simply did not exist. Let me get this. They're scientifically formulated. And they're designed to harm you as well as get you addicted. Okay? You could have fits of anger, fits of rage. Okay? They give you mood swings. The foods are designed to make you depressed and docile and lazy. Okay? Food's not supposed to do that. And let me say this. If you know how to cook, okay, you could come up with alternatives. You can make like I make cinnamon and gingerbread with was it almond and walnut flour. Sometimes I use walnut and pecan, but I usually need a little almond flour because it tends to hold it better. And, you put a little, what is it, stevia, the plant sweetener, on there. 2 grams of carbs for a slice. 2 grams net carbs for a slice. Okay? No processed bullshit. You're getting plenty of healthy fats. Look at the nutrition on almond flour or walnut flour compared to your standard fucking bread you get at the store, man. It's not even comparable. You're getting manganese, which is responsible for developing new cells and recycling old cells, man. Okay, good for the brain. You're getting all kinds of minerals. You're getting zinc, you're getting iron. Okay, you're getting vitamin E, which is lacking in a lot of diets. It's got vitamin A, all kinds of vitamins, man, and minerals. Okay? Folate and what else is in almond flour? I should just take a trip downstairs and look at the labels real quick. But, you brothers could look it up, man. Okay? Consider that part of the homework, man, because you're going to have to be doing a lot of reading if you do this lifestyle change, man. But really, we should make that change because that shit messes with your mind. Okay? And that's primarily where your spirit resides, man. So it's messing with your spirit, whether you realize it or not. This is Jeremiah 6:16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths. Okay, food was very basic back then. Okay, it was just the ingredients cooked together. Where is the good way, and walk therein? And ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. And you got a lot of Israelites that aren't walking in the old paths today. They're just not eating pork and not eating shrimp. Okay? It's really about more than that, man. And when you brothers cut all that shit out and you start eating better, you're going to notice the mental clarity. Okay, you're going to definitely notice an increase in your mental clarity, man. You're not going to have all these fucking brain farts. You're going to sleep better. You're going to get better quality sleep. When you wake up, you're going to be woken up right out of the way, man. Like there's times when I'll drink coffee in the morning, some black coffee, 'cause that's really all that and water is really all you can drink. Maybe some certain kinds of teas when you're fasting. And sometimes I sit there and I drink that black coffee. I'm like, man, why the fuck do I even sit here and drink this garbage? I don't need to. I'm already awoke. Especially on keto, man. That sugar, whew, that sugar's the devil, man. Sugar is basically like a cousin of the cocaine plant, man. That's why it's so addictive. Okay, even the refined processed carbs and fried foods. Forget fried foods, man. Fried foods didn't even exist in ancient times. Okay? They didn't even exist in ancient times, man. We weren't frying with industrialized seed oils, soybean oils, and shit. That changes the whole structure of the food when you eat fried foods, man. You could be, if you take something extremely healthy and fry it, deep fry it, you're destroying all the good things about it. And it becomes bad for you, man. Okay? Changes the fatty acid structure, the chemical structure. Okay, the way your body processes it. If it's soybean oil or other certain oils, it'll make it estrogenic. Okay, because I'll say this: you can have high testosterone and high estrogen. Okay, we need to go back to the old past, man. Because you look at the rates of cancer, the rates of disease, and all kinds of shit in this society, and it's because people ain't walking in the old past, man. They're not eating the way that we were thousands of years ago. They're not eating real food. Just like Apostle Gabar's video, man. Junk food, junk brain. That's that's what it is. And then you got Jake putting their 2 cents in, okay, talking their shit, which I'm not even gonna get into that, man. Those persona non gratas that don't got a single video on their pages. Okay, that's another thing. Pizza, okay. What that guy posted, that pizza, man, it's I ain't had a slice of pizza in over a year, and I'm 40, and I feel better than I ever have in my life. You know, and I'm not saying this to boast, but I'm saying, you know, compared to where I was about a year and a half ago when I was damn near on the brink of death, dealing with all kinds of kidney issues, man. You know, I had my knees looked like fucking baseballs were growing out of them. They were so inflamed. My legs were holding so much water, they were like marshmallows. You know, I'd go use the bathroom, it looked like I was peeing out beer. There's so much damn foam in them. You know, head cloudy all the time. It takes an hour just to roll out of bed and get up and move around. None of that anymore, man. None of that anymore. You know? And it's all because of how about Shimmy Shy, man. And I'm going to put this out there. You brothers that are dealing with ailments, you need to pray. Just like I did. You need to pray, man. Okay? Let's get some scriptures on prayer. You may need to pray for the strength to start a lifestyle change. Okay? I believe it's... Yeah, James 1:5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally. Okay? Now let me say this, man. The human body is very, very complicated, like I was getting into. Okay? Even what food, like let's say you eat a meal. What foods you eat first during that meal also impacts your health. It's not just about the choices. The time of day. Okay? The fiber you get. The timing based around when your workout times and that. All that matters, man. All that matters. Okay? Even when you're on the plate, you know, you may have a protein source. And then you might have a fat source or a fiber source or a carb source. The order in which you eat your food, which here in America, they just mix everything up. The order in which you eat your plate also impacts your blood sugar and digestion health, man. Your digestive tract, okay? The order in which you eat your foods also matters. Let's finish this scripture here. James 1:5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith. Faith. Okay? If you're dealing with an ailment and you really want the Lord to give you the wisdom to be able to figure it out, because sometimes for certain issues like kidney issues and that, just eating better may not necessarily fully fix the issue. You may have to be very specific with your foods and your herbs. Very specific. Okay? And hey, if you got kidney issues and you're eating your leafy greens, that's good. But if you have kidney issues, you should be cooking them down a little bit. You should be cooking them because it reduces the oxalate counts and weakens the oxalates, because a lot of these leafy greens, okay, they're very powerful and they have a lot of oxalates, man, which can make your kidneys actually worse if you eat them raw. And if you have digestive issues, you shouldn't eat too many leafy greens raw. You should stick to, I'm not saying cook the hell out of them, but lightly cook just to soften it, make it easier on your body. Okay, or just get a juicer and juice the greens instead. Okay, then you don't get hardly any of the oxalates or any of the tannins or anything, or phytic acid. Okay. Verse 6, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. Hey, you may even have to weep. I'm just going to put that out there. You may even have to weep in your prayer for the Most High to guide you. Okay? And hey, one of Esau's main instruments and devices, wicked instruments and devices, is the shit that he does with the food. Okay? Because man, brothers, your dreams are going to be more vivid and everything when you cut out all this processed shit. They're honestly going to be they're going to feel so real sometimes, it's going to be scary. It's going to put fear in you. You're going to wake up the next day thinking about it. You get them dreams and them visions. You just think about it the whole next day like, man, I really just wish I could have replayed that all in my head all over again. Or even some of them are so crazy you don't even want to remember them. But, hey, that's a sign. That's a good sign too, okay? That's a sign of brain health when you have vivid dreams. Because if your pineal gland is calcified, okay, it's really hard for your body to process deep dreams, man. Okay, which a lot of this food is designed to calcify your pineal gland. Okay, that's called the spirit gland. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. But the whole point is in verse 5, man. The Lord, if you ask him in faith, he gives it to you liberally. And the Lord is the man that does not lie. Okay, the Lord does not lie. Okay? I'm gonna just explain something real quick, because I'm very well researched on this, and I know I'm not, I know I don't know everything. Hey, if there's brothers that want to chime in the comment board, if I misstated anything, or or if you have something to add, feel free, okay, to do so, man. Iron sharpeneth iron. This is a subject that's a part of the doctrine, but it's also a little bit outside of the doctrine. Okay? It's where, we can all share information and grow. Okay? Because there's brothers out there that know something about health that another brother doesn't know. So on and so forth, okay? There may be a brother that has cured his diabetes through diet, and he may know more about regulating blood sugar than someone else. And there may be a brother that had some kind of immune disorder who knows how to make that better more than another brother. Or there may be a brother that specializes in certain herbs for a certain task of the body, Just like there's brothers that, hey, let's get some scriptures, man. This isn't just an edifying lesson, Lord willing, but it's also a fun lesson, man. I really enjoyed teaching this lesson. I know a lot of it was me ranting and talking, man, but I think, hey, man, through the Spirit, I believe that if we were all on one accord concerning to this, and we all made an effort to improve our health, man, we would all be edified more. Our minds would work better. We would be sharper. We would remember facts better. We would have better energy levels. We would all, we would all get along better. It would be something that would improve the brotherhood across the board, the whole ministry. Okay? Because what separates Great Millstone, and it's not really about Great Millstone, it's about Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but we're really the ones that are coming more in the spirit, more so than the other camps. Okay, we're the ones coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai as vessels on the planet Earth, more so than other camps. Okay, that's why we say, that's why we talk about Great Millstone having the truth, man. Because we walk the walk. We don't just talk the talk. And this is something that if we all walk the walk in, it would really benefit the ministry, man. Make us even stronger than we are. Okay? Because, like the scriptures say in 2 Corinthians 13, about examining yourself. Okay? And that's another beautiful thing about following a disciplined diet, man. You need to constantly examine yourself. Okay? And you got to constantly check yourself before you make a decision. Especially if you're on something like keto, because that ice cream will throw you right out of it. Yeah, you can't even have a freaking banana on keto, man. It's super strict. But well, hey, I do after a workout, but that's another different type of ketosis, man. But anyways, this is 1 Corinthians 12:1. But yeah, this is a spiritual gift, just like brothers with the precious stones. It's like brothers with the you got brothers that make body washes and soaps and all kinds of things and oils, and man, this is, and then you have brothers with the herbs. We could all really, if we really started pushing this subject, man, we could all really grow. Okay? Now, concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I would not have you ignorant. Okay? But point is that it's what? Concerning spiritual gifts. Okay? I'm going to jump down to verse 4. Now, there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. So it may not be a brother's particular strength, to know about this stuff. But that's why us brothers that know about it, it's our duty, our job, really, to build up the ministry through our gifts. Okay? Just like if you have brothers that are, well, hey, you have brothers that are all walks of life, man. Okay, you could have a brother that's good with like an accountant or something, or into the finance and that. He can help other brothers set things up, or look for ways to get around certain taxes or whatever, man. Or somebody who's good at finding brothers jobs or whatever, man. Researchers, things like that. Okay, we all help each other, man. You might have a brother who is good at fixing shit in your camp. Okay, well, just like you may have a brother in the camp who excels at Hebrew more so than other brothers in the camp, man. But him being in that camp raises up the other brothers. Okay, same thing with the health. Okay, you could have brothers that are experts in the herbs in the camp, and the other brothers start, getting into it. Okay? Or you may have brothers that are good with certain types of news and prophecies, man, and they're in the group chat, sharing. Okay? That's a gift in itself that he's sharing with the ministry, man. Now let's continue on in the scripture, verse 5. And there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. And there are diversities of operations, but it is the same power which worketh all in all. Okay? But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal, right? And we all profit in our own way, benefiting the ministry, even though we aren't profitable servants. Okay, but it's for the profit of the ministry and the other brothers, man. Like the scriptures say, neglect not the gift that is in thee. Okay, in Timothy's. For to one is given by the Spirit of the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit, to another the working of miracles, okay, to another prophecy. Okay, we all have spiritual gifts, man. Okay, to another discerning of spirits, to another diverse kinds of tongues, to another the interpretation of tongues. You got brothers that speak multiple languages, man. We've all seen brothers act like a translator. Okay? But all these work at that one and the self-same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. Okay? For as the body is one and hath many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Yahushua. Right, but within all those members, there's different gifts. Okay? But with that, I hope you brothers were edified and informed. I went a little off topic. But hey, it's through the Spirit. Alright, so next time, Shalom.